I'm taking you on a sumptuous, delicious food tour of Oman this time. This is something interesting because it's actually done with cardamom. Frankincense infused gin and tonic. Welcome to my Oman food tour. In this video I will show you what to eat, where to eat, and what not to do in Oman to try the local authentic flavor. So one thing before we go any further, most of the food here has a little bit of an inspiration from their neighbors. There's a lot of Indian and Pakistani flavor here, and if you like that food, there's some really good restaurants. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna show you a lot of it. It has been a little difficult to find local Omani food, but I've tried and I really hope you like it. So let's start with the video. Let's start with breakfast. There's quite an incredible amount of variety, and I got to try a few local dishes. Let's talk about breakfast in Oman. It is a sweet affair generally, and I have two things with me right now that I want to share with you. One is ragat, which is basically sort of like a chapati, but it has cheese and honey inside. And this is the second item, which is semia, which is vermicelli cooked with milk and cardamom. So it's amazing. Let's get on and try it out. So this one, I have heard a lot of things about. It's sort of called the Omani crepe. Let's see what the Omani crepe is like. So this is what it looks like. It's quite nice and fluffy, and I think honey in the morning, definitely a good idea. It has a surprisingly slightly tangy touch. No, not tangy. A little bit of the first taste that hits you is this savory one, and then you get onto the sweet honey part, and the bread is so nice and fluffy, it just makes everything better. We gotta try the semia now, which is, I'm gonna be honest, I'm quite excited about this because this is something Muslims usually eat before they eat prayers, and I've eaten that quite a big chunk of my life. But this is cooked with milk and cardamom. And let's see what that's like. Okay, if you've not had this when you're in Oman, you've missed out everything. Don't forget to try this, seriously. Semia it is comforting, it is nice, it is amazing. It's everything that you look for in a nice breakfast in the morning. Definitely my favorite. Oh my god. And the fact that you add cardamom, it definitely gives you another dimension. Okay, I'm gonna go eat this, and then yeah, we'll talk more. Alright, I have two more things that you need to try when it comes to Oman for breakfast. One is dal, and the other one is lola. Now, this is something interesting because it's actually done with cardamom, and that I've never tried before. So let's give it a try. It's actually quite crunchy and nice. So I'm not entirely sure if it's completely sweet or if it is different, or even if I am eating it properly. But so it is sort of like the puri, but slightly different. And it doesn't have any sugar or any salt, so you can eat it savory or you can eat it sweet. I'm gonna try it with the dal. I have never tried dal with a slight hint of cardamom, but it goes really well together. Okay, gonna head on with this and we continue. Food tastes extra nice with beautiful surroundings. That's why I came to this place. Alright, so in the search for Omani food, I am sitting in Rosna, which is almost like a castle on its own. And I've got some exciting stuff. This is shua, which is meat which is cooked underground. So they wrap it in banana leaves and it's left underground to cook for almost 24 hours, and it's a specialty because it takes so much time and effort. It's usually prepared only on special occasions like Eid, etc. I also have something called mukalla, which is this meat, and interestingly you eat it with the bread, but what you do is you take some bread and you take a little bit of meat and then you dip it in honey and then you eat it. So it's a weird combination that I've never tried before, but it just melts in your mouth and the honey makes it look so good. Okay, I'm really excited about shua because I've heard about it so much from everyone. So I'm not gonna waste more time and let's get on with what it is like. Oh, meat is just coming off the bone. Okay, here comes the big thing, and if you are like, want to eat it more Omani way, you can definitely do it without the spoon. Nice, smoky, and really good. And I think the fat which brings all the flavor in. If you think that's too much, this is the cucumber raita, which is like yogurt. And this, if you don't think that's enough, you also have this sauce, which is more spicy, I believe with mint and coriander. I'm really hungry because I knew the portions are huge, so I didn't have any breakfast. Can I go finish all of this and we continue? This is Karak tea or Karak Chai, and like a lot of things, this came here from subcontinent. Now, it is black tea with milk, and usually it is supposed to be strong because Karak literally means strong, and that comes from the Urdu word Karak. So you'll find this pretty much everywhere, and it's actually quite yummy, but be careful if you're not a big fan of caffeine, and don't drink it at night because the way it started is basically the truck drivers who used to drive all night would drink a lot of this to keep themselves awake. And it became a big thing later. So, when in Oman, do try some Karak tea. And it's extra good if you add extra sugar. I really like it that way. So, there are quite a few people who live in Oman who are not Omani, and that brings a really delicious amount of flavor into the Omani cuisine. And this is one such thing called a chati biryani. I mean, honestly, it's very common to find Indian, Pakistani, and even Asian restaurants here, and the food is really delicious. So, ta-da! When in Oman, you have to try the halwa. So halwa is a dessert. It's sort of like molasses and it has a lot of sugar, so be careful with the calories, but it's something you definitely need to try. And I've heard good things about this because I've had halwa in other places as well. Let's see how this one fares. By the way, there's quite a lot of flavors, but the most traditional one is the one you definitely need to try. So let's give it a go. It's very soft, it just rolls off the tongue. We have a lot of cardamom, which I absolutely love about these things. Don't forget to try halwa. Seriously, don't. Oman is a Muslim country and alcohol is not allowed outside certain places. This one is an exception and I had to try it. Frankincense infused gin and tonic. And it's, oh my god, I mean, okay, let's try it first and I'll give you a little bit more. Oh my god, this is the perfect summer drink. Like, okay, I have my own pool, so I'm gonna go jump in that and finish this because, okay, this is mind blowing. And if you come to Anantara in Salalah, do ask for this. It is amazing. You just don't want to miss this. It's really good. If you want Turkish, Lebanese or Syrian food like shawarmas, etc., grilled meat, there's honestly no lack of restaurants, but obviously I'm not going to focus on that here. So if you want a shawarma to go, a grilled meat platter, or any other things, there's plenty of restaurants. A less known fact about Oman, they have excellent mangoes because of the intense heat in summer. So if you come here in summer, do try the mangoes. Otherwise, you get the mango juice year round. I've been chugging this down as much as I could because it's amazing. Hit that subscribe button so I can bring you some more delicious food from around the world. I'm sitting in the frankincense house or Beth al Luban in Matra Souk, and I'm trying something interesting called Tarid Laham. So I thought it was quite an interesting thing because I had something similar in my childhood, and that's basically you take the curry and you add some bread to it, and when it soaks up all of that, rich sauce, you just eat it all. And this is exactly the same thing. So it's bread and meat and there's veggies as well to make it more interesting. Let's give it a try. It has a really nice flavor without being spicy, which I like. I'm gonna try some meat as well to see how that works. You definitely need to try Tarid Laham. One other thing I would recommend is Subur, which is the tamarind juice, which is really nice, especially during the afternoon. Gotta go finish this and we continue. Camel, not all of it, just a teeny tiny bit. And this is paratha with some hummus, and I think this is baba ganoush. Let's see what it is like. It is a little hard, but definitely worth a try when it's warm, and it's quite salty and greasy as well. I mean, this little cube of fat in the middle gets all the flavor in. So, yep, definitely worth a try, especially after going petting them, taking nice photos with them. Yeah, this is the third step you do. Okay, round 2 for trying camel. So you can either have it like this with simple rice, or you can have it cooked within the rice. I personally like this idea more because last time I tried the grilled ones, I'm not really sure about the other ones, so let's give it a try. And I mean, last time it was quite greasy because it was grilled, so let's see about this one. Okay, this one I like a lot more, and this one also isn't greasy at all, and it just melts in your mouth. So there are 5 or 6 different types of rice you can get here, and they are quite different. So I'll show you what those are like now.
Mendi, Bukhari, Kabuli, Zurbian, Kefsa, Sayadiya finish.
And my favorite ones are the biryani ones because they have a nice mix of spices. Okay, one more thing which is slightly dangerous, but it's really amazing, and that is this tomato sauce. You definitely want to try it, but it is really spicy. That's why I said it's a bit dangerous, but it goes really well with the rice. So, what do you think of food in Oman? Do let me know in your comments, and do let me know what you think is special about food in this country. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, you have a beautiful day ahead. Bye! Guys, this is Brown Boy Travels. Let me know what you think of the video in the comment section. If I've missed something, please let me know. Also, give me some suggestions about your country. I will see you in the next video. Until then, you have an amazing day ahead. Mwah.